Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and this is part 2 of a 2020 Versa Radio. The first one I kind of hacked my way through and I pulled the panel out instead of removing this panel. So I'm going to show you how to remove all these screws and how this panel will just pop right out for you so you can access the one screw that holds this gray part on. Once you get that one screw out, the panel just comes out and it's 4 screws and that's it, and some wires. But I got to make this a part 2 so I can show you guys the proper way of doing it. So here we go, 2020 Nissan Versa Radio. I'll meet you guys at the next step. All right, first step, you're going to want to remove all the screws holding this panel on. So you've got one here at the bottom that I've already removed. I got a whole pile. I already got started before I thought about the video. So I got a screw here at the bottom here. Got another screw here at the bottom there. You'll see there that where my finger is, there should be a screw there. You open the glove box, there's another screw here. There should be 2 screws here next to this little latch, and then one more screw here. And then you pretty much just pull the panel apart. Let me see if I can get a good grip somewhere. Or let's see. Oh, there we go. And that's it. Now be careful with your light here. It is designed to break away and fall out like that, so lucky me. But just be careful of the light. I just let it drop. It's a rental to me, so I don't care. But the whole point of removing this panel was so you can get to that screw right here. As soon as you take this piece out, just take this one screw, and the panel will be free somewhat. It's got retainers holding it in, but okay, you can see that's loose there. See, if you don't have any of these tools, a nice flat head with some tape wrapped around the tip would help. If you don't have a plastic pry tool, a clip removal tool, that's just fine. And then that's it. There's the panel. No tabs broken. It's pretty nasty, so I'm gonna clean it up before I do the install. All right, and now you've got the radio. You gotta watch this latch too, make sure it doesn't just fall down and you lose track of it. All right, now there are 4 screws holding it. One here, and 2 up top that you can barely see. See the 2 silver ones. Try and get my screwdriver in there so I don't have to, but the screwdriver don't want to fit, so you gotta remove the vent. Now the one thing I'm not sure of is if we have to program the radio because we removed it. So, but we'll see when I plug it in what it does. As you guys saw from the other video, all I did was remove it. It was a pretty harsh video because I ripped the panel off. But other than that, the only steps I added between that video and this video is just removing that front panel here to gain access to that one screw. But that's the only difference. So I always try to find an inconspicuous little spot. See, all I did was just slide it underneath and pry a little bit, and it pretty much just falls out. Now there are wires attached to it, so be careful for your hazards and your airbag warnings. So, but I'm not gonna unhook those. I'm just gonna pull it up a little bit just so I can get access to the screws underneath. There's 2 holding it, and there's going to be a bunch of harnesses behind it for the antenna, the rear view camera, and the speakers, all that stuff, power, amplifier power. Okay, remove those 4 screws, and oh, I did the 2 top ones. Laugh at me today. Sorry about the camera, guys. These are the radio videos, are my last one-handed videos. My equipment is in. I just I work faster than what I know, you know what I mean, without filming. So like at last minute I'll be like, you know what, let me make a video. I don't have time to really set up cameras and a script and stuff like that. So, and that's it. The radio's out. Like I was saying before, the harnesses, just being careful. Pain in the butt. Everything's pain in the butt one-handed. So yeah, let me just unplug all these, get the radio out, and install the new one. All right, I've got the unit from the Totaled Out Versa. I'm just going through making sure all the features, all the buttons are the same on both. Okay. Yep, everything's the same so far, because sometimes the different year models or different months of the build year, they'll do something different. So I just gotta get in, plug it all up, and lay it back in. Let me get it plugged in and put into place back to where it was, and I'll get right back to you guys. All right, everything's plugged in. It's in its cradle. Now I just gotta return the 4 screws to it, which you remember are those 4 silver ones if you remember when you took them out. So I'm gonna replace those 4 screws and this vent, which had 2 black screws. And we're almost done. Now, all right, I got everything all put in place. You just gotta line up the tabs and stuff on this, slide it in place, put the screws in. So I got my 4 screws, everything plugged in, wired up on the radio, got my vent back in. Now you gotta work your molding in. There you go. Now you'll know you got it in there when it doesn't come out without that screw. So just pull on it. Yep, nice and tight. Check your corners, make sure everything's secure. You don't want to upset customer. And let me put that 1 screw back in its place. All right, now, of course, it's going to take both my hands to reattach the glove box. But first, let's make sure the latch is in place. Whichever way it goes. Okay, that looks like the way. That looks like the way. Or maybe this way. The glove box closed. All right, like I said, it's faster. So let me get this reassembled real quick. It's just a matter of reattaching this to its location. As you can see, it's got these little tabs that just lock in place, front and back. It's only 2 clips. It just, these other tabs kind of sit on the top of it. So it just it clicks in, click, and then you push the glove box back in place. And I'll show you the snapping in of that there in a second. Let me just get this in position to attach that wire real quick. All right, there's the glove box light attached. My latch is in its proper place. All you got to do now is just line things up. Line them up and snap it in place. Well, definitely a two-hander. So let me snap this thing in place. Like I said, it's just a matter of lining up all the tabs along the edges, and it just snaps in. At the bottom, it's got guide pins where the screws go, so I got to work that out. So let me get that handled. All right, I got everything all lined up and snapped into place. You can see the line here, nice and tight. No wobbling. I replaced these two screws just to hold it in place. But at the bottom screw areas, there's a little guide pin on the panel itself. So if you don't line it up right, it'll be off kilter and it just won't line up. So just make sure your guide pins at the bottom are good, and you reattach the screws. So I got 4 screws left out of the 6 on this panel, so let me throw those on real quick right here, and I'll be right with you guys. All right, people, panel's back on, all the screws are in, nothing's loose or vibrating or messed up. Now to test, do we have to reprogram the radio after you replace it, even though it's one factory for another? Let's find out. Uh-oh, what do we got going on? It's getting there. And let's see. Oh boy. Yep, looks like everything works. Jeez, take your time, car. All I did was hit menu. I might still be thinking. So it might take a minute for things to load up. What? Okay. All right, looks like everything works. It's just gonna take a second for it to work. Now I gotta take the broken one and put it into the totaled out vehicle so we don't get in trouble for that. It went from it's the same owners, but once the insurance takes possession, it belongs to them. So they don't have it yet. Like I was saying, it was the same client, so it doesn't really matter until the insurance takes possession. It's still the owners, so it's up to them what they do. But let me go put the broken one into the broken car and ship this off to the customer so they can rent it right out to one of you many people out there. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you for coming by. And the only reason I did this install video is because the first one wasn't to my liking, and I had a comment on a previous video from a viewer that mentioned that I never show the install. So here's a quick install of something. All right, guys. So, all right. See you guys next time around. Hit up one of these other videos. Hit that nice little icon right there. It took me some time to make it, but that's my subscribe button. And hit those thumbs up. And be nice to each other. Share the love. Peace out, everyone.